Alright guys, we're going to take a look at how to do conversions from decimal to hexadecimal. Decimal, remember, is base 10, so the numbers go from 0 to 9, and hexadecimal is base 16, which goes numbers from 0 to 15. Hexadecimal, again, is a very important computer numbering system that we use. So let's start out again with nice and simple. Here we're going to start out with 17 base 10. So the rule is you're going to start out with the number that you're given, 17, and you're going to divide by what the base that you want to convert to is. So I'm going to convert to base 16. So how many times is 16 going to 17? It goes in one time, right? 17 minus 16 is 1, so I have a remainder of 1. So now I'm not at 0 right here. I'm still at 1. So I'm going to take this 1, I'm going to move it over here, put it in the box. I'm going to divide by 16. How many times does 16 go into 1? It goes in there 0 times. Right? 0 times 16 is 0, 1 minus 0 is 1. So I have a remainder of 1. So now I'm at 0 right here. I can now get my answer. My answer always starts here on the right and works to the left. So 1, 1. So if I were to look at this, 17 base 10 is 1, 1 in base 16. Okay, so it's a nice and simple example we'll work with. So let's take a look at another example now. So I have 34 base 10. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to convert this to base 16. So I'm going to start out again with the number that I'm trying to convert, which is 34, and then the base that I want to convert to, which is 16. So I say, how many times does 16 go into 34? Well, 16 goes into 34 2 times. 2 times 16 is 32. Okay, and then it's going to leave me as a remainder of 2. Well, this number right here is not 0 yet. This is a 2. So I need this number. So I'm going to take 2 and divide by the base I'm converting into, which is 16. How many times does 16 go into 2? It doesn't go into 2 at all. 0 times 16 is 0. Right? 2 minus 0 is 2. So there's my remainder. 2. So again, I'm at 0 now, so I can use the 2 and the 2, and my answer ends up becoming 22 base 16. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, let's go to a little bit bigger number now. I'm going to quit doing I'm going to quit explaining all the little math with the subtraction and stuff like that. So we're just going to go ahead and go right through this here. So first things first, I want to do here is I'm going to take the 287, that's the number I'm trying to convert, right? Okay. And I'm going to divide it by the the base I'm converting to, which is 16. Okay, and I'm going to say, how many times does 16 go into 280? Alright, so how many times does 16 go into 287? Well, it goes into it 17 times, and it has a remainder of 15. That's what my remainder is. Okay, we're still not done because this isn't 0 yet, so I'm going to steal this 17 right here. I say 17 divided by 16. How many times does 16 go into 17? It's 1 time with a remainder of 1. Okay, we're not finished yet because this is still not a 0. So I'm going to take 1 and divide it by 16. How many times does that go into it? 0 with a remainder of 1. So I'm now at 0, so I can steal these numbers. So it becomes 1, 1, 15. But what is 15 in hexadecimal? Remember, 10 is A, 11 is B, 12 is C, 13 is D, 14 is E, and 15 is F. So this becomes an F right here. So when I write this back out, I'm going to write out sorry, I had a little bit of a glitch here. I'm going to write out the 1, the 1, and then the 15 right here. So I'm going to go ahead and show that, so it becomes 1, 1F in base 16. Alright, let's take a look at one more example right now. Last but not least, I have a much larger number, 9,132 divided, or base 10, and I'm going to convert that to base 16. So I'm going to come over here, I'm going to take my 9, 1, 3, 2. I'm going to divide it by the base I'm converting to, which is 16. So now I need to figure out how many times does 16 go into 9,132. Alright, so 16 goes into it 570 times with a remainder of 12. Okay, so we're not done yet. I got to take this 570 right here. Okay, and I take that. I'm going to divide it by 16. And we now now, again, same deal. We need to figure out how many times does 16 go into 570. So 16 does go into 57 35 times. I didn't write that very well. With a remainder of 10. Okay? So again, this number right here is not 0, so we're going to have to do the work again. So I'm going to take 35. I'm going to divide it by 16. So these are getting much easier numbers to work with now, right? 16 goes into 35 2 times with a remainder of 3. Okay? Again, we're still not at 0 yet. So I'm going to take my 2. I'm going to divide it by 16. And I end up getting 0 with a remainder of 2. And I'm now at the point that I can go ahead and write this out because I'm at 0. So I'm going to do a 2. I'm going to do a 3. Now 10. Remember 10 corresponds with the letter A. Okay? And 12 corresponds with the letter C. Right? Because 10 is A, 11 is B, 12 is C, so forth on down the line. So when I write this number out, I'm going to do 2, 3, AC, and base 16. Okay? There it is. I hope you find this helpful. This is exactly how you're going to convert from decimal to base 16 or hexadecimal. Thanks a lot.